So 91 Bravo AIT at Fort Lee, Virginia is pretty simple, pretty chill. It's literally the AIT that anyone who fails their previous AIT goes to. It's stupid simple. I can tell you all about Alpha Company and a little bit about Bravo. I was in Bravo for the first 3 days there, and then they sent me down to Alpha Company where I finished off my training. Alpha is pretty chill. Our drill sergeant was like pretty nice and all that. At first, when I first got there, I was kind of nervous because the drill sergeant that we first met dropped us on our first 5 minutes of being there, and I was just like, oh, it's gonna be one of those training things. But now I think we got dropped maybe 10-15 times the entire time we were there, and it was pretty simple. AIT, the actual school, is a walk and a breeze, and the schedule was kind of simple. First formation, 5 in the morning. We woke up at 4:30, besides Warrior Wednesdays, which was ruck marches. So I typically woke up at 4, that way I would be ready and everything. And then we go downstairs, get formation, do PT for about 2 hours, go down to the DFAC, eat, come back, get dressed, shower, do all your fun stuff for about an hour, listen to music on your phones. Then you go to class. Do not, I repeat, do not take your phone to class with you unless you love getting your company smoked and everyone's phone taken away. We had one guy that brought his phone into the school during the national thing where they sent a text message, and the sergeants found out, and they took every single person in his class phone away for the remainder of training, last I heard. And I'm not 100% sure about that, so don't take my word for it. But do not take your phone, do not take your smartwatch. I had a Samsung Gear Fit Pro, which is basically a smartwatch, and they made me take it off and leave it in the barracks every day, besides once when the fire detector went off. So they took it for me and didn't punish anyone for their phones or anything. But class, you had a break before lunch and you had a break after lunch. It literally was probably the fastest thing in the world. There's A mod, B mod, C mod, D mod, E mod, G mod, F mod, H mod, all the way to I mod, which I basically just listed them all off because I'm an idiot. But it's stupid simple. I mod's probably the most stressful one of them all because you get all the way to the end and there's all that stuff going on. The brake system was kind of annoying, but I mean, it wasn't hard. That was probably the second hardest one of them all. BMET was definitely, I think, the hardest one of them all because it was electrical, and I'm not a huge electrical guy when it comes to cars. But other than that, it was still pretty simple. After you finish class for the day, you go down to the DFAC, you eat dinner, and then you go down to your barracks, and the next 3-4 hours is, well, the rest of the night is basically yours up until morning. So if you stay up till 3 in the morning and you sleep from 3 to 4, and you go to class tired, then expect your day to be living hell because they're going to wake you up every 5 minutes, and it's just as bad as basic when they wake you up. There is still fire guard there. It's an hour shift. It's only one person, and each floor typically has about 30 to 60 people. So I was averaging fire guard once every 3 to 4 days sometimes less, sometimes more. The weekends, we had to be up by 10. Formation was 10 in the morning, and then we'd go down to brunch, and then we'd come back, and then we would go clean our rooms. The drill sergeant would come in and inspect it, and then they would sign us out, and we can go for phase 4. We can go off Ordnance Island, and for phase 5 we can go off base, which was pretty nice because you could wear civilian clothes and go see around the Fort Lee area. I went to Richmond twice, I believe. Once or twice. I know for a fact it was at least once. And then we went to the mall almost every weekend just for Dairy Queen, movies, Chick-fil-A, and all that. AIT's stupid easy. Anyone with half a brain can complete it, trust me. All you have to do is be able to pass a PT test and stay awake in class. And it's pretty simple.